Hi, we're going to talk winter skin. Now we are in the middle of winter and I don't know about you, but my skin is seeing the effects of winter on it. I am starting to feel like the central heating and going from hot to cold is really taking its toll on my skin. A few things happen to your skin in winter. You start to produce less ceramides in your skin, which are responsible for the part of the sort of protective barrier of your skin. You find that going from the hot and cold, it tends to just suck everything out of your skin. So there's a few things that we need to do. We need to support the skin's barrier to make sure that it's able to retain as much moisture inside as possible. We need to make sure that we help with the cell renewal of the skin because it can become a little bit sluggish, and we need to just help make sure that internally we're keeping those cells supported. So let's start with things that we can do internally. First of all, I would try and make sure that in your diet you've got lots of healthy fats, and that can be in the form of healthy oils from fish, which is probably one of the best sources. So salmon, mackerel, tuna, all sources of oily fish. Avocado, flaxseed, getting your nuts and seeds into your diet as well can really help. Obviously make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, and then being mindful of how much heat you're exposing your skin to. So do you work next to a radiator? Yes, you probably need your radiator on to stay warm, but maybe limit how much exposure you have to have at night time, turn it down. Maybe investing in a humidifier to put some moisture back into the air can also be really beneficial for the skin. Internally, also, I would look at doing two things. I would look at including some hyaluronic acid, which is in your skin moisture lock, which will help to make sure that you've got the hyaluronic acid inside, which will maintain the water and the barrier of the skin. And I would also look at topping up what you're eating in your diet with a skin omega supplement, which has got your essential fats, which again help with the barrier of the skin, help to maintain the moisture in your skin, and help to give the skin a little bit of vitamin A, which we all know we need for a healthy skin. So there are two main things that I would do internally, so skin moisture lock and skin omegas, to see you through the winter time, especially if you're finding on your body you're getting dry hands, maybe you're washing them more regularly. Again, they can be really beneficial for obviously treating the whole body, not just the face. Then topically, we've got a few things that we can do. So first of all, again, hyaluronic acid can be really beneficial. When you're using hyaluronic acid, in environs, we make sure that it's in a type of hyaluronic acid that's small so it can absorb into the skin. But one thing I would say is when you use hyaluronic acid, make sure that you use something then over the top of it so that it sort of seals into the skin. So super moisturizer is a must at this time of year, especially if you're finding that you're getting any flaking on the skin. This will just put a layer of moisture onto the skin. Ideally, you would use your cosmetic roll kit before you apply your hydrating serum. You would then put your moisturiser on, whether it's AVST or Sequence, and then you could top it up with a layer of super moisturiser. You might just do that once a day, you might need to do it twice a day, really depends on how dry your skin is. You could then also make sure that you're supporting the skin's barrier with the new anti-pollution spritz. So again, especially if you're in a radiator, if you're in front of light, if you're going from hot to cold, this will just give you a little bit of support for the barrier. It helps to support the skin's microbiome, which will then in turn help to support the skin's natural barrier. So spritzing that a few times throughout the day can help to support the skin's barrier and moisture in the skin. And then you've also got cleansing. So how are you cleansing your skin? It might be time that you need to swap that up. If you're using the low foam but your skin's feeling quite tight afterwards, maybe you need to go for the Hydra Intense Cleanser, which has got hydrolyzed oats, which will just help to support, again, the skin's barrier, which we talk lots about, and just give the skin a little bit more nourishment. And last but not least, exfoliation can be beneficial as long as you're doing other things to help support and help the skin produce more moisture. Your natural cell renewal might become a little bit more sluggish if there's more dry skin on it. So using something like the alpha hydroxy night cream, just trying to find it to show you, a couple of times a week, just a really thin layer underneath your moisturiser, which has got lactic acid, will just help to exfoliate the skin without scratching and impairing the skin. So using that a couple of times a week can also be quite beneficial, just to help with the exfoliation process of the skin. So main things internally, get your hyaluronic acid, your good fats, so Skin Moisture Lock, Skin Omegas. Topically, hyaluronic acid, something to just add a layer of extra moisture. Spritzing to just help with the barriers, support how the skin is being exposed to the environmental damage, and then helping with a little bit of exfoliation. We are going to put together some skin survival kits for a winter skin survival kit, which will be available soon, which will have all of your key products in there. So keep an eye out for those and let me know if you've got any questions. Hopefully it won't be too long till we're into spring, and then we can swap up our routine and get some lovely sunshine on our skins.